Today we are going to be installing the winch in my Jeep Wrangler. I know a bunch of you guys have been waiting for this video for decades and decades, but it's finally come, and it might be a couple parts, maybe like 2 or 3 parts. It's probably going to take a long time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go to the Jeep. So I just took the bumper off. It comes off with some 18 mils here. Some 18 mils here, and these little brackets hold them in. Take that out. Also took off the grill and this little air dam thing. Here's the winch I'm going to be using. It is a Smittybilt 9500, and I have a winch mount plate in here, in the box here. So now I got to measure this up, and what I'm going to do is recess. I'm going to try to hide my winch in the space right here, and so I need a winch plate that goes across and attaches to the frame. If I just attach it to the bumper, whenever I winch, I'm just going to rip my bumper off. So I want to do some modification to maybe the frame. I had to cut some extra holes, and then especially to this bumper to cut an opening for my winch line to go through, as well as a controller box. Also, the people next door are doing construction, so if you ever hear some random like saw sounds or drill sounds, that is exactly why. So anyways, I'm going to try to get, right now I'm just going to start fabricating up that winch mounting plate and see if it works. Okay, so I just set my winch on that little crossbar piece. Hopefully the thing doesn't fall off. Cry. Anyways, I'm going to try to get my bumper up here, and I think there might be interference with the fog lights, so I'm going to try to see if I have enough clearance using it this way. Okay, so it looks like I would have enough clearance in there. So yeah, so I have enough clearance. I can't get the camera in there to see, but yeah, I'll have enough clearance to put this in there. So I'm going to take this mounting plate, cut it up a bunch to make it fit underneath where the winch is right now, and then figure out a way to attach the mounting plate to the frame somehow. I don't have a welder, so I can't do that. I'll have to get some really strong bolts and bolt it up. First fix it would probably be trying to tell me to wear a respirator. Look at all that metal dust that came off when I was cutting off these tabs over here. Let me show you what I'm doing. Alright, so as you can see, this was sorry for the wind noise already. You can see there was those walls right here. Now I'm going to sink this down all the way down into there, and probably use this bolt hole right here, and then bolt it to the frame sideways like this. So what I'm going to try to do is bend this piece up. I don't know how well that'll work out, but I think one bolt won't be enough. Just going through here, through the one utilizing the bolt for the bumper. I think one bolt is not enough. I don't think I'll feel that safe with that. So I'm going to try to bend this up. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to run the one bolt, and I guess you guys are going to have to see what happens. I don't know how to do this really, so I really don't have a vise still, so I don't know if it's going to bend right. So I guess we're going to have to see. Alright, so my dad said to score it. Score it along the back, like where that line is. I don't know if you can see that line right there, but so hopefully the scoring will help it do a couple things. Number one, it'll make the metal thinner, so it'll make it a little bit easier to bend. As you can see, my muscles are a little small and lacking at the moment, so it'll do that. And then number two, it'll create a defined line for the steel to bend on. One of the big problems is, since I don't have a vise or anything, I can't make a straight line bend. It's really gradual curves that happen. Anyways, so I'm going to score it, try to bend it, and then I'll check in with you guys a little bit after, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I guess I'm going to have to buy a new winch mounting plate. This thing was like 40 bucks, so hopefully I don't waste all 40 bucks trying to try this thing out. I guess you guys are going to sit back and watch me fail or succeed. While I have the bumper out, I'm going to go ahead and repaint these tow hooks a different color. I like the red, but I'm kind of tired of looking at it, and the paint's all kind of messed up by now. A bunch of guys are going to judge me, saying that I waste my time painting tow hooks, which the paint's just going to rub off. I don't really use tow hooks that much anyways, and I like a good looking car, or a Jeep, whatever. So I'm going to take off the back one. I'm not going to show you guys. I have a whole video on how to take it off, and I'll link it up in the corner. But for now, I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to paint these color. So it's the next morning, and yesterday was a complete failure for the winch mounting plate. I think I'm going to have to buy a new one or find something else. Here's the problem. So I see how this side looks like this, and this side looks like that. I cut off the wrong piece, and it's just a disaster. And then just the general width, I didn't make the good measurements, so it's just a little bit off. It's about 1/4 of an inch off for it sliding all the way in between the frames. I don't know. I'm kind of over it for this weekend, so we're not going to do that today. What we're going to do today is do a fire extinguisher install. I have my 2.5 pound fire extinguisher here, and my bar tacked mounting system. Gonna mount it back here, right behind the passenger seats. Yeah, I was gonna put it up there, but there's just not enough room. 2.5 pound fire extinguisher is pretty long, so you wouldn't be able to take it out with ease. And if there's a fire, I'm not trying to fiddle around in my Jeep to find my fire extinguisher and take it out. So I'm gonna put it back here. There's plenty of room here to take it out. So I'll show you guys how to do it. Alright, so I'm just going to first slide in the fire extinguisher into this sleeve right here. And there's a little loop right here. I'm just going to hook that over the charging gauge. This just tells you if it's undercharged or overcharged. Mine's perfectly in the green here, so that's good. I probably should cut off this tab right here. I might do that later. Anyways, so now you want to get your 2 straps and push them in from behind like that. This one also, it's a little bit easier pushing it in from the ring side rather than the Velcro, because the Velcro will get kind of stuck on this nylon strap piece. So we'll just work this in here, pull it through a little bit. Now we're gonna mount it on the bar. So I'm just gonna mount this up right here. That looks pretty good for my likings. Maybe right there. Alright, so we feed this through, and you just feed it through that little D-ring. I know you guys can't see that, but you just feed it through the hole. It kind of works kind of like a belt. And then you just pull this Johnny, and then get a little tighter. And pull all the way across, and then Velcro it down. You just get the second strap, feed it through here. Make sure you don't clamp the seat belt back here, just because it'll just get stuck. My passengers are already like, oh dude, where's the rear seat belt? You just gotta reach behind your shoulder. I know it's complicated. Anyways, pull this puppy tight. Cool. Oh, that's pretty nice and secure. Then when you take it off, just pull this thing out. Oh, that's too tight. I guess I could just rip the thing off. Yeah, that'll work. Also, okay, so this is what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Hijack lift. Fire extinguisher mount. Got trail racks back here. And I got this new toolbox for Christmas. Let me show you guys what's inside my toolbox. So on the top here, I just have my wrenches here, my ratchets I mean, and some of my small sockets. And here, I have a heat gun, zip ties, duct tape in here, some wood planks. These are always good to have. But the thing I wanted to talk about are these things. These are socket organizers, and the sockets are held in by these. They're like ball bearing, spring-loaded ball bearings, so they can clip in really nice, and they're really great. I have one for my 3/8. I'm gonna buy 1 or 2 more of these for my long. Metric and standard. I have 1/2 inch. I don't have much 1/2 inch stuff. These 1/4. Now it's only good for the 1/4 because look, I can shake it and they won't fly off. Number one, and I can keep all my Torx on here. Jeep loves to put Torx screws on everything, so I like to do that. And it's nice and organized. I keep them in order. because if you have any torque size, they all feel kind of the same. The 10 feels like the 15. They're all pretty close. Now, what I used to have were these things. These things right here. These things are just garbage. They just don't hold the sockets well. They all end up coming out. All these things end up sliding off this rail. But if you want these, you can get them from Harbor Freight for like 15 cents a piece, I think. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about these socket organizers. And this toolbox is pretty good. I don't know what kind of toolbox this is. I'll try to put a link in the description below. My only problem is the lid only goes up 90 degrees. I think I just got to cut some tabs off in the back to make it go a little bit further. But it's just like, sometimes if you shake it, the lid will close. So if it was like 60 degrees or something like that, or a little bit more, sorry, that's not 60 degrees, but if it was a little bit more, it would be a lot better. And the lid just wouldn't close. Anyways, guys, sorry you guys didn't see my winch install. Sorry I messed it up. But I did try to get one good install for you guys today, so I threw in that fire extinguisher install and a little bit of my tool run through. I'm thinking about making these vlogs more like vlogs instead of just install videos. I think that'd be more fun for me. I don't know. Let me know. I think it'd be also more helpful for you guys. It'd be more relatable because half the time I don't know what I'm doing, and me making an install video would be kind of weird because I don't even know what I'm doing. So why would I be trying to tell you guys how to do it if I don't know how to do it myself? Anyways, just something to think about, just some words to live by today. If you have one minor inconvenience, just go ahead and knock something else out today. Don't let that minor inconvenience slip up your whole day and throw you off your track. Try to get back on the right tracks, get your chi back in order, and go knock out the day. So yeah, so next week I'll be back at the winch install, so stay tuned for that. Next week, subscribe to the channel. I don't know why I pointed up, it's down. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make a lot of cool videos on my Jeep. And like the video if you liked it, comment below, questions or concerns or comments. How you did a winch install, if you flush mounted it inside of that stock bumper, let me know. And yeah, so peace out guys, I'll see you guys later. You